Your body replaces your entire outer layer of skin every 27 days, whether you do anything about it or not. Most women spend that 27 days fighting the process instead of using it. You're about to find out which one you've been doing. There are 14 secrets on this list. Each one costs something: time, money, or a habit you have to actually keep. Nobody ranks them by what they cost. We will. Secret number 1, the cold rinse. 30 seconds of cold water at the end of your shower closes your pores and seals moisture into skin that hot water just spent 10 minutes stripping away. Hot water feels good in the moment, but it strips the natural oils your skin produces to protect itself, which is why your skin feels tight right after a hot shower instead of soft. The cold rinse reverses that in the last 30 seconds. It costs nothing. It takes 30 seconds. Almost nobody does it because 30 seconds of discomfort feels bigger in the moment than it actually is. And most habits die in exactly that gap between knowing and doing. Secret number 2, the silk pillowcase. Cotton pulls moisture out of your skin and creates friction against it for 7 or 8 hours every single night. You don't feel it happening because you're asleep, which is exactly why it goes unnoticed for years. Silk doesn't pull moisture the same way, and it lets your skin glide instead of drag against the fabric every time you shift position in your sleep. A $20 pillowcase undoes years of unconscious damage you didn't know you were doing. You'll notice it on your hair before you notice it on your face. Less frizz within 2 weeks, fewer sleep lines by week 3. Secret number 3, the sunscreen reapplication. You already know to wear SPF. Almost nobody reapplies it. Sunscreen breaks down after 2 hours of sun exposure, regardless of the number on the bottle, which means SPF 50 applied at 8 a.m. offers close to zero protection by 1 p.m. The $15 tube you bought in March is useless for the back half of your day if you put it on once and never touched it again. This is the gap between buying the product and the product actually working, and it's the single most expensive gap on this entire list because the damage from those unprotected afternoon hours compounds for years before it shows up on your face. Secret number 4, the sleep position. Sleeping face down into a pillow creates the exact crease lines that eventually stop disappearing in the morning. At 22, the lines fade within minutes of waking up. By 28, they take longer. By 32, for some women, they don't fully fade at all. They've become permanent etched lines from a position you've slept in for a decade without thinking about it. Side and back sleeping reduce that mechanical strain because your face isn't being pressed into fabric for 7 straight hours. You can't control this while you're asleep. You can't control which position you fall asleep in, and that's the only leverage point you actually have. Secret number 5, the protein math. Collagen is protein. Your body cannot build it from nothing during that 27-day cycle. Most women undereat protein without realizing it, not because they're trying to, but because a typical day of toast, salad, and pasta adds up to maybe 45 grams, when the actual requirement for visible skin support sits closer to 70 or 80. Then she wonders why the $80 collagen powder isn't doing anything. The powder is irrelevant if the rest of your diet isn't giving your body the raw material to use it. You can't supplement your way around a deficit. You can only fix the deficit. Secret number 6, the 7-hour floor. Cortisol spikes when sleep drops below 7 hours, and cortisol breaks down collagen directly, the same collagen your skin is trying to rebuild every single cycle. This is the trade nobody explains. You can spend $200 a month on serums and undo all of it with 5 hours of sleep and a stressful group chat at midnight. The serum is working. The sleep deprivation is working against it faster than the serum can keep up. Most women treat sleep as the thing they sacrifice first when the day runs long, without realizing it's the one variable on this entire list with the most leverage over everything else. Secret number 7, the double cleanse done right. Over-cleansing strips your skin's barrier in as little as 2 weeks of daily double washing with a harsh formula. Under-cleansing leaves residue that clogs everything you put on after it, which means your expensive moisturizer is sitting on top of yesterday's sunscreen instead of actually absorbing. The actual secret isn't cleansing more or less. It's switching to a pH-balanced formula and stopping there. Once in the morning, once at night. Nothing extra, no matter what a 10-step routine video tells you to add. Secret number 8, the neck and chest rule. Whatever skincare touches your face should touch your neck and chest too. Almost nobody does this, mostly because it adds 30 extra seconds to a routine that already feels long enough. It's why some women's faces and necks visibly age at different rates by their mid-30s. One area got a decade of consistent treatment, the other got nothing, and the difference becomes impossible to miss in photos taken from an angle that includes both. Secret number 9, the posture check. Forward head posture from looking down at a phone adds the equivalent of 40 extra pounds of pressure on your spine at full tilt. It doesn't just hurt your neck. It changes how confidence reads on you before anyone even sees your face clearly. Posture is read by other people in under a second, faster than skin texture or makeup. 2 minutes of wall posture checks 3 times a day costs you 6 minutes total. It is the cheapest, fastest item on this entire list, and it's also the one almost nobody includes in a glow-up routine because it isn't a product you can photograph. Secret number 10. The fit over fashion rule. Clothes that actually fit your shoulders, waist, and proportions will make you look more put together than expensive clothes that don't. This costs less money, not more. Most women think looking better means spending more, when it actually means buying fewer things that fit correctly instead of more things that are simply trending. A $30 top that fits beats a $150 top that doesn't, every single time, in every photo. Secret number 11. The water before coffee rule. You wake up dehydrated after 7 or 8 hours without water. Right in the middle of that 27-day cycle your skin is running. Coffee is a diuretic. It pulls more water out before you've replaced any, which means the average morning routine of coffee first actively works against the hydration your skin needed the moment you opened your eyes. 1 glass of water before your first cup costs you nothing and changes how your skin looks by mid-morning, particularly around the eyes, where dehydration shows up first. Secret number 12. The exfoliation ceiling. More exfoliation does not mean more glow. Over-exfoliating breaks down the same barrier that secret number 1 protects and disrupts the same cycle secret number 5 is trying to feed with protein. Twice a week is the ceiling for most skin types. Past that, the skin doesn't get smoother, it gets reactive. Past that ceiling, you're not glowing, you're inflamed. And inflammation looks like dullness and redness, not radiance, no matter how many times you scrub. Secret number 13. The eyebrow rule nobody talks about. Brows frame your entire face. Before makeup, before skincare, before anything else of you are noticing. Shaping them once a month and maintaining the shape costs less time monthly than most of the steps before this one, maybe 15 minutes total, and changes how symmetrical your whole face reads in photos, because uneven or unkept brows pull attention away from everything else you've worked on. Secret number 14. The consistency tax. This is the one that actually decides whether the other 13 do anything at all. A habit takes roughly 21 days to root, almost exactly 1 full skin cycle. Most women quit a routine on day 10, right before the cycle that was already running finishes its work, and conclude the routine didn't work. The routine wasn't the problem, the timeline was. She switched products on day 10 because day 10 didn't look different yet, when day 10 was never supposed to look different. Day 27 was. Here's what connects all 14 of these, and it's the part nobody says out loud. Your skin was always going to replace itself every 27 days. That part was never optional, and it was never something you had to buy. The only question this entire list was ever answering is whether you spend that cycle working with your body or against it. None of these 14 are expensive. None of them require a viral product. The most effective things on this list cost a pillowcase, 30 seconds of cold water, and 6 minutes of posture checks spread across a day you were already living. Add them up and the entire list costs less than 1 bottle of the serum the algorithm keeps showing you. The skincare industry needs you to believe the secret is a product, because products are the only thing on this list anyone can sell you. But the actual mechanism, the cycle your body is already running for free, every 27 days, whether you help it or fight it, was never behind a paywall. It just never needed an ad campaign the way a serum does, because nobody profits from you finding out it was free the whole time. You are not behind on this. You were just fighting a 27-day process you didn't know was already on your side, and you're 1 cycle away from finding out what it does when you stop fighting it. If even one of these 14 changes what you do tonight, that's the whole point of this video. Subscribe if you want the next 14 nobody else is willing to show you for free.